If you're short on space and can't find room for one more plant, or if you struggle with having enough time to do everything you want to do in the garden, the time-saving and space-saving hacks I'm sharing with you today have been game changers for me, and I know they will be for you too. Plus, I'm gonna be sharing my all-time favorite summer time-saving hack too. Let's jump in. Got aphids? Let me introduce you to the sock swipe. Simply keep a dampened old sock out in your garden, and when you see aphids on your plants, just wipe the aphids off with a dampened sock. It's a quick and gentle way to remove those pesky bugs from infesting your plants. And make sure that you check under the leaves and in all the nooks and crannies of the plant, because that's exactly where they like to hide. This will save you time and keep your plants healthy and pest-free. The aphids are on my sock instead of on my plant. Next hack is a stick and grow trellis. This is both time-saving and space-saving. No need to go to the store and find a trellis and buy it or purchase it online. Just look around your yard and use what you already have. This is from trimmed tree branches. It's very easy. It's just 4 sticks stuck in the ground, wound together with twine at the top to hold it together, and then fanned out in my garden bed. I have smaller, thinner, more flexible branches wrapped around all the way up to kind of trellis up my plants, saving space so they don't sprawl all over the place and saving time at the same time. Plus, it's absolutely free. Now I've got zinnias planted here, which will keep them from flopping over as they grow, but it's also perfect for lighter weight vegetables like cucumbers or pole beans. Keeps them up off the ground so they're not sprawling everywhere. Another one of my favorite stick and grow trellises is the tiny twine trellis. It's short and compact, great for small spaces. I planted some mini cucumbers under here that will grow up and then over the trellis as it grows, keeping it off the ground, and it's small enough so it won't shade out plants in the back. A lot of people forget that the space under the trellises is usable space. So use the trellis undergrow hack to double your space under your trellises. It also serves as a shady spot as my cucumbers grow for greens that like a little bit of shade in the hot temperature, such as lettuce, greens, or herbs. Can completely double your space in the garden and help you grow a lot more veggies. Are you always forgetting or never seem to have enough time to tie up your plants and then they get totally unruly? We'll use my handy Tie Up Tuesday routine. We're gonna do that here in the garden nook to remember to tie up your plants before they get out of hand. The key to saving time in the garden is integrating those habits into your daily routine. So Tie Up Tuesday will help you remember that. Set your timer for 10 minutes. Keep your supplies accessible. I've got my garden stretchy tie tape stashed all around the garden, as well as a can of my tomato clips. You've got 10 minutes, dash out, break off a little length, tie up your cucumbers. It helps keep them nice and neat and tidy up off the ground, away from pests, and you're gonna grow a lot more that way. So tomato clips are another huge time-saving hack. You can hook them on with one hand and boom, you're done. And you'll also find the Tie Up Tuesday routine in my book, The 10-Minute Gardener. Next is my speed sowing hack. Great when you're direct seeding right in your garden beds. Grab my speed sowing tool, which is a pencil, quickly poke 10 holes right here in this empty spot in my garden bed, drop in the bean seeds, and boom, 10 bean seeds planted in seconds. Next hack is the tool tent. I don't know about you, but whenever I plant new seeds in the garden, the birds invariably come and pick them out as soon as they emerge from the ground. So I use tulle. It's an inexpensive fabric. You can get it at just about any fabric or craft store. All you need to do is as soon as you plant your seeds, I just drape it over my raised bed, attach it with some binder clips or other type of clips, and boom, you've got an instant protection for your plants. This simple hack saves me the time and effort of replanting and gets me harvest sooner because my seedlings aren't being eaten by birds or other critters. Another one of my favorite pest protectors, which also ends up being a time saver, is the toilet paper roll Core Guard. This is also a good way to save money and use those old toilet paper rolls. Over a newly planted seedling, simply gently fold up the leaves, place the toilet paper roll over it, press it down into the soil, and this saves the stem or the core of my tomato plant from being chewed off by cutworms or the leaves from being chewed by the earwigs, pillbugs, or snails. Once your tomato plant is well established, you can simply cut off the toilet paper roll and add it to your compost pile. There's nothing more frustrating than being out in the garden, having 10 minutes to get something done, and I can't find a tool or a supply I need. Has that ever happened to you? So without further ado, my all-time favorite summer time-saving hack is my garden Go Bucket. Not a go bag, but a Go Bucket. I keep it under my potting bench so I can quickly grab it and go and get a lot accomplished. And the key is keeping this organized, all the essentials in one place. So let me quickly run through the essentials I keep in my bucket. First of all, clipped along the edge here, I've got my binder clips so I can quickly do my trellis tower or my shade cloth tie-up. Got my garden gloves, which I'm always losing, but not anymore. My sock swipe to knock down the aphids. And then inside, my toilet paper rolls for my core buster, my essential tools, my favorite trowel, scissors for harvesting, pruners, spoon to easily transplant those small seedlings. I've got a little Cali Kim 1-gallon smart pot for harvesting. Also serves as a little weed receptacle when I'm weeding. My trusty tie tape here. And then I DIY'd some little organizers here for my plant tags, my Sharpie, my Speed Sower pencil. A soapbox serves as my emergency Mr. Landscaper supplies, my all-in-one tool, and some little quick repair items. And I've got my Monterey Sluggo Plus, which is great for sprinkling around those transplants that get eaten by the pill bugs. Of course, my can of tomato clips, super handy. And this is one of my favorites, my rubbing alcohol, so I can disinfect my pruners in between snips to prevent disease from spreading from plant to plant. And then I always restash it every week with whatever seeds I want to plant that week. Now this allows me to just grab and go, walk around the garden quickly, keeps everything organized, and helps me get a lot done, and saves me a ton of time because I don't have to search for the essential tools that I need. There you have it, my favorite time and space-saving hacks for the summertime. I'm really curious though, which one of these stood out to you that you're planning on implementing immediately? As always, I'll be looking for your comment. Thanks for watching. See you next time in the garden.